Hello, good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, I thought the music was going to do the auto ducking thing, but it didn't. Maybe I gotta make the threshold a little longer. Let's see. Does that work? Is that doing it? Maybe I gotta be more. Is that more extreme? There we go. I think that's better. Yay! Good morning. Check it out. Hey, Victor, how are you? Good morning. Guys, check it out. This is the Vans. This is the Vans RV 14, but this is a tail dragger version of the Vans RV 14, which I totally am digging. And we're gonna fly this around here. We are in Washington State, and hold on one second, guys. I'm still trying to get myself sorted. I thought I had everything sorted out, and turns out you never do get everything sorted out, do you? There's always something. Hello, Light Dasher. Welcome aboard. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Light Dasher, today we are going to start officially our adventure, which, by the way, I think I have it right around here. Let's see. Yes. Woo! Today we start St. Mr. Egan's Adventure 2, Tierra del Fuego. Today we will be flying a Piper, just like the one on the picture. A Piper, a Cherokee, but it's an Arrow, the one we're going to be flying, Turbo Arrow. And we're going to be flying it from El Salvador all the way to Tierra del Fuego, and it's going to take us maybe 50 some days, I'm thinking. I still have to finish the route, but I have the start of the route ready, so we're going to do that. We're going to be flying today from San Salvador to Toncontin Airport in Honduras, in Tegucigalpa, Honduras. That is one of it's the second most dangerous airport in the world, according to, I don't know who, Wikipedia, I think. And but before we start, I bought these airplanes on they were on discount for Black Friday, and I flew the tricycle version of this one and the tricycle version of the RV10. But included was also this version, which is the tail dragger version of the RV14, which is the two-seater light sport home-built aircraft, experimental. And I think we should give it a whirl. And for that, I have come to this place, which is, look at that. You couldn't go to a nicer, prettier place. Here, a little dirt strip right next to a lake here in Washington State, and in the middle of tons of trees, and yeah, it's a nice view, huh? Especially this early in the morning. And look at this. People have a whole bunch of little houses over here on this side, and I'm thinking we can go ahead and explore a little bit before we start our big adventure. We'll take a little adventure here in the wilderness, and should be nice and cool. If you want to fly along with me, you can. You're excited. Oh, yes. Oh, your kids have flown to El Salvador and Honduras. Amazing. That is so cool. Well, we shall see. El Salvador and Honduras are pretty nice countries. So, yeah, I'm glad that they were here. Awesome. Okay, let's get in this little plane. By the way, look, my doggy is here with me. And this has, it's pretty much the exact same airplane that we flew last time. Except, oh, I love that sound. Except that this one has it's a tail dragger. It's got only two main wheels in the front, and the tail is dragged along on a coaster. Good morning, Tim Miller. How are ya? Good morning, good morning. Awesome to see you. This is so cool having you guys on board. Check it out. Tail dragger. I'm gonna take it for a spin. All right, and let's get it started because yeah, this goes over here. Oh, I love that. Cool. And let's see. We're just gonna take it for a spin. I have not used this airplane yet, but I really want to. It's looking like a really cool airplane. Let's put this on the left tank here. Let's make sure we got gas. Pretty sure we got gas. Yeah, we got plenty of gas. All right, let's turn on the batteries, right? Goes on. Battery goes on. All right. Alternator can come on. This is the avionics. We don't want to turn those on yet. We're going to turn on our wigwags to make sure people don't get close to the prop. The wigwags aren't turning on. What the heck? This airplane doesn't have working wigwags, so I guess we'll turn on our strobes. Do those work? Yeah, the strobes work. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Do we need fuel pump on this thing? I don't remember if we needed a fuel pump on this one or not. What the heck, we'll try it. Clear prop. Oh, nice, nice, nice. And we'll keep it at around 1,000 RPMs. And we can lean a little bit. There we go. Now we can turn on the rest of our lights. Landing lights, nav lights. We'll turn this one that didn't do anything off. Outside air temperature is 2 degrees, so we're gonna go ahead and turn our pitot heat. Oh, we did have a fuel pump, but there was no need for that. Avionics master come on. And we don't need this. We're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. I'm gonna go full view. We're not gonna put anything in the GPS because we know exactly where we are. Right? Airport code, T Miller. This one is I can tell you right now. Eee. What happened? Follow my plane. GPS tracking. There we are. This is 27 Whiskey. This is where we're at 27 Whiskey in Washington State. And if you want to fly along, you can. I have all traffic available, and we're in the East USA server. So if you want to come over and do a couple of patterns, yeah, you can. Come along. It'll be a blast. It'll be a blast. All right, let's go ahead and take the brakes off. And I don't see. Let's give it a little bit of juice so it doesn't shut out down. There we go. I did not see a windsock, did you? Hey, there's T Miller in a sling. Awesome. I love that airplane too. Cool. If you have live weather on, I'm guessing then that's the correct runway to go. So I'm gonna follow your lead, T Miller, and take off on this side. Oh really? The sling? It's not that hard. It's not that hard. It's, you get used to it. Oh, you just bought it. That's why. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I can understand, yeah. Well, if you want, I'll follow you, or My cruise speed is, yeah, my cruise speed is around 140. I haven't flown this version, but I'm guessing it's the same as the other one, right? But I can fly slow, it's no problem. There's no problem. I don't know why this one rests with the flaps all the way down. There we go, we just want one notch of flaps. And the flap motor does sound very suspicious, like something's gonna happen to me when I'm flying it. So there we go. All right. There we go. Ah, keep the nose straight, keep the nose straight. And we're gonna take off after T-Miller there. Flaps come up, and we'll go ahead and chase T-Miller and see if we can pass him. We're already at 140 indicated. Now this one is acrobatic, actually. You can do a whole bunch of stuff on this one. Oh, right by. Yeah, this one can do all sorts of stuff. All sorts of maneuvers. Let's see if we can do one. Let's see. I've never done any acrobatic training in my life, so, but, you know, what's the worst that can happen, right? Like a barrel roll? Woo! Oh my gosh, I hope the dog didn't... No, the dog's still okay. Okay, cool. That's one very cool puppy, yeah. He did not care one bit that we were doing acrobatics. Or aerobatics, I don't know what's the correct term. Turn my head tracking camera on so that I can look around and see you. There you are, ahead of us. Okay, head tracking is on. Let's see. Oh yeah, now look. Now it's following my head. Awesome. There's T-Miller down there. So a little bit of a slow flight. This is a very fun plane, I gotta say. And I'm thinking the fact that it's a tail dragger will also make it a little bit faster, right? So a little bit less drag on the airframe. That, ooh, steep turn. let's pull the nose up. Let's give it some juice. Don't want to stall. There's a field over there. Okay, flaps are down, and we're going to try to do an approach there at the field. Well, this head tracking that I use, T Miller, is almost stalled there for a second. This head tracking thing that I use is free. If you have a webcam, it uses AI to track your face, and then when you move your head, it works like a track IR, just like a track IR, except that it's doing it based on facial recognition. There we go. We're gonna try 3-point landing. There we go. This is called a touch and go, where you land and you take off. Yeah. If you have a webcam, you can just download it. It's called what is it called? Let's see. You have to have two components. One of them is called AI Track, and the other one is called OpenTrack. If you have those two programs installed, then it's super easy to set up. Super easy. It is so nice over here. Oh my goodness, look at this. I wonder if we can skim the water with the wheels. I've seen bush planes do that. I don't know if this one can. This one's got wheel cover, so I don't know. We're gonna go nice and low. I'm going to go ahead and turn around and do it from the other side because I'm running out of space here on my descent. So we're going to do it here. We're super close to the water. Ooh. Now let's see if this sucker. Ooh, that was close. Oh, wow, there we go. Splash. That was a little too low, I think. Ooh, look at that. Somebody brought a vision jet to a dirt field. I wonder if he's going to be able to take off. What happened? Did he disappear? He disappeared, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a vision jet could not take off from that short field. I'll do another steep turn over here. This is a fun airplane, very, very fun. So how fast is the sling? I think like the sling goes maybe 110 knots, right? No fireball? What does that mean? Like we didn't die? Oh, the other plane that disappeared. I gotcha, I gotcha. Like there's Team Miller doing a low flyby over the water. Now we can do a canyon turn. Views out here are fantastic. Yeah, 100. Yeah, 110, 120. Yeah. That's what I thought. But it's a very, it's an, I don't know, it's a cool plane. I like that one. I like the sling. It looks really nice. For a light sport aircraft, it's really cool. I think you can do. I think you can also do acrobatics on the Sting. I'm not on the, yeah, on the S4. Like you could do. See. There we go. And now we're on gravity. Woo! Baby, spin out of it. There we go. How's the puppy doing? Still good. Look at that. He's not puking or nothing. I love this. It looks so cool out here. Now this is really a great plane to come and explore these places, you know, because of the canopy. It's completely transparent, so you can just look out in any direction. And you can see everything. I know, it's a nice Sunday for a change. See if I can sneak up on T. Miller over here. Notch flaps selected and indicating. Oh, 30 feet per minute. That was just lovely. I think the model, even though it is the correct model, it puts your navigation light out here like another 15 feet off the side of your airplane. That's strange Microsoft behavior, but there it goes. 52. Wow, that's good. So this airplane is not only cool looking, and it flies and it can do a whole bunch of really cool things. It's also easy to fly, super easy to fly and easy to land, which is for a tail dragger, it's not an easy thing to do. Typically, tail draggers are very squirrely on the landings, and you got to know what you're doing. And I don't know what I'm doing, and I was able to land it properly. So yeah, if you want to learn, this is a great plane to learn. I'm thinking. Hello, how are you? Enzo Gaming, welcome aboard. Thank you, thank you. Look, we're flying the Vans RV-14, and my friend T. Miller over here is flying the Sling S4. And right now, I think we've given it a nice, we've given this airplane a nice little test here. But now it is time to get started on today's adventure. Yes, we are going to start. We're not going to go all the way because that would be too long, but we're going to start our flight from El Salvador to Tierra del Fuego. Our first stop today, our first leg today will be from Mike Triple Sierra, which is El Salvador, Ilopango Airport, and I will load into it just right now. And we will be flying from there to Toncontin Airport in Honduras. And Toncontin is it's the international airport for Honduras and for the city of Tegucigalpa. But it was in the city. It's super old. It was built like in the 30s, and the city grew around it, and they were never able to expand it, make it longer, make it bigger, or anything. So the approaches to get in there are extreme. I mean, they're super difficult. And so to this day, it is considered the second most dangerous airport in the world. And that's where we're going to land today. Now, it's the second most dangerous airport in the world if you have a jetliner, right? But if you're flying, let's see, Toncontin. Let's see. Toncontin Airport. I saw here, this guy made a video about it. Let me show you the video. Hey, Netillo, how are you? Welcome aboard, Netillo 78. Salud, Don Elmer. Bienvenido, Don Elmer. Let me show you guys what Toncontin is all about, because this is just nuts. It is nuts, man. Let's see, Edge. Every time I switch this thing, it goes nuts. So there we go. This is why Toncontin is. Oh, check it out. An ad. Oh, and I can't skip it. Oh dear, I can't skip these ads. Can you guys hear this, by the way?
Whisters are one video, and today we are back in Explain, and today we are at Toncontin Airport.
This dude does it on a. I thought it was a real video. How about Toncontin? What a dork. What a dork. What a dork I am. Never mind. We'll see if I can find another Toncontin, Honduras. I saw this morning somebody had made a really short video about why Toncontin is like the most dangerous. I think it was this one. Let's see. I think it was this one. How do I get back to Edge? One of the scariest landings. It is a very short run, right? For jets, it's short. For us, it's okay. Look at that. That's what. That's what you gotta deal with, and you gotta land like right at the start of it in order to have a chance to stop. And the takeoffs are also scary. But there you go. That is what we're going to be dealing with today. Now, again, for a airplane that we're choosing, which I am going to fly this whole trip, by the way, I'm not going to change airplanes, and I'm going to choose this one because this airplane has something called state saving. That means that the airplane, the wear and tear and all of these things are actually simulated on this airplane. And we can do the whole trip. And on it, and it'll be simulated, and it'll be like, yeah, I have to do all the stuff that you would normally have to do on an airplane on a trip of this nature. So it'll be more realistic, I hope. And here we are in Ilopango, and we're going to take off from this parking over here. Parking departure. There we go. I'm going to set real time, real weather. That's another thing we're going to do. This whole adventure, we're going to be going real time and real weather. And if the weather is awful at the place where we're going to be at, then we just won't fly. You know, we got to make the hard decisions. But today is a beautiful day, so we should be good. So make sure you have all players on. If you want to fly along, make sure you're in the East USA server. And yeah, let's go. Black Square Bonanza is a great airplane to choose for this. I chose this one because it's got a little less automation than the Bonanza. Bonanza is cool, but it's got a lot of automation, and this one's a little less. It's a little more rustic. So yeah. Also, all the flights we're going to be doing, there are no flights longer than around maybe 150 nautical miles. They're all going to be short flights, short hops. So I figure, you know, a 2-hour flight, that's not that much fun. So we're going to be doing short hops from El Salvador, from where we are, to Honduras. It's only 113 nautical miles, if I'm not mistaken. And let me see. Let's put this on the screen there so you can see. We'll be taking off from here, from Mike Triple Sierra, which is Ilopango, and we will be flying direct, pretty much. You know, as long as we stay at around 7,500 feet, we'll be fine and clear, I think, of these mountains. These mountains are at 4,000 feet, 5,000 feet. So yeah, 7,500 is good. We're going to be good at 7,500. These are at 4,000. These are at 5,000. So yeah, 7,500 will be good. They'll look close, but we'll be good. All right, and let's see what else we can do. Weather here at San Salvador. Oh, also, I'm going to be flying using VATSIM. So if you're flying, if you like to fly this whole route with me, but you want to use X-Plane, you can. Just make sure you have the VATSIM connected, and we'll be able to see each other. And there we are. I'm going to go ahead and file a flight plan, a VFR flight plan from Mike Triple Sierra to MHTE, Mike Hotel Tango Golf, 1550. Time and route will be less than an hour. So I'm going to say 45 minutes. That's how long this flight will be. Cruise speed. We will be cruising on this airplane probably a little more than 150 knots. So I'm going to put 150 in my flight plan, and we're going to be at 7,500. And we're going to be flying direct. MHTG. Sorry about that. I should have done this before, but okay. Flight plan has been filed. And did I check the weather? Yeah, the weather is 3002. Fantastic. So we can put that in our airplane. Welcome aboard. Look at that. Isn't this beautiful? This is a beautiful Piper Arrow 4. Look at that. It's got the wheel chocks. It's got the tie downs. Beautiful, beautiful airplane. Doggy's not showing up yet, but I think it does show up later on when we take off. Oh, I love the T-tail. The T-tail, look at that. Ooh. You gotta love a nice tail, huh? A pretty tail. Looks nicely unsimulated, right? Doesn't it? Looks pretty cool. And this is the equipment that we're going to be flying with this whole flight. We shall be using the Garmin This is the 530, I think, or 540, not sure. Yeah, this is the 530, GNS 530. Sorry, my head tracking is a little wonky right now. Let me turn that off so that I can, there. I don't get people sick. All right, let's set up the airplane. We are going to be flying for 40 minutes, so we'll just go with 70% here on the gas. Payload is just us, and I'm going to go ahead and leave that, and we're going to put 100 pounds of luggage because I like to travel light. And we can take one more person with us, so we'll take that. And the dog doesn't weigh that much. The dog only weighs 40 pounds. We'll put 40 pounds. And we'll take 2 passengers, so 2 of you can come along. There we are. We are ready, guys. We are ready. Let's go ahead and turn the battery on. Alternator comes on. Oh, we got to take off the chocks. So let's take the chocks off and the tie downs, and the rest of the stuff stays on. Oil quantity is good, 7.9, and the bolts are good, and all of this stuff is fantastic. It's prime fuel flow required. Yes. Let's go ahead and take this off. There we go. Let's wait for our autopilot here to. It's not autopilot, it's GPS. Let's let that load up. And let's go ahead and turn this thing to the left gas tank. And let's turn on our beacon light, which we should be able to see flashing. Where's the beacon light on this thing? There should be a beacon light flashing, but I don't see it. Okay, the beacon light is not flashing, so let's go ahead and turn on our landing lights maybe. Oh, there we are. Our navs, there we go. Those are on. Cool. Feet on the brake. Full mixture, full RPM, a little bit of throttle here. And brakes set. This is exactly what my airplane that I fly looks like. It is exactly like this. Trim wheel is nice and centered. We go ahead and open this thing, and we yell, clear prop. There we go. We make sure that this is up at 1000 RPM. Now, the reason I chose the Arrow 4, yeah, it is the add-on that gives us animals. Ah, there we are. But I don't know why my doggy isn't showing up. The doggy should have shown up, but it didn't. Oh, a Honda Jet. Honda Jets are following me. I don't know why. I know, I miss the doggy too. That doggy was nice. I don't know why he's not showing up. Alright. Let's go ahead and put our flight plan in here, right? So we know where we're going. Mike, Triple Sierra. If you're coming along and you're going to fly along with us, please let me know in the chat so that I'll wait for you if you need me to wait for you before we take off. And we're going to Mike Hotel Toncontin International. There we are. Flight plan. We get our CDI here. And boop, we go this way, and we see that our desired track will be 079. and we put 079 on this thing. 06079 will be right around there. And we'll put this over here. There we are. That is set. We said the altimeter was at 3002, so we'll put 3002 on the altimeter. 002, right around there. There we go. And that matches exactly with the altitude that we should be. Watch the video flying into Honduras. Yeah. It's the only thing I know how to fly that isn't too fast or slow. What is that? Oh, you're going to fly the Honda Jet. Like that, you're going to be there like hours before I am. So, yeah. That's going to be interesting. Let's see how fast the time difference is. Cool. We are ready, guys. Let's put let's see, no air traffic control in the area, so we're going to squawk 1200 on our transponder. We're going to set the altitude reporting on, and we're going to put our radio here at 122.8. There we go. And that is set. And let me just make sure that this works. USB device, and if we listen to ourselves, we should be able to hear feedback. Let's see. Test. Yeah, okay, radios are working. Fantastic. Ilopango traffic, November 7 to Mike Echo Type, Cherokee, taxiing to runway 33, Ilopango. Alright, so let's go over to runway 33. And the best way to get there from where we are is to just go follow this road. See, we're here. So we follow that road and we get to runway 33. Brakes come off. Another thing I like about this airplane is that the flaps are mechanical. See? Just lift the lever and you're set. Unlike on the Bonanzas and even the RVs that we were just flying. You got to press the button and wait for the motor to do the and set the flaps. And on this thing, you set the flaps. It's your muscles doing the work, right? So another thing that I like about this airplane is that it's a turbo. It has a turbo, which means we can go a lot faster. We can go a lot higher, because the last time I tried this trip, I succeeded. I was able to do the trip, but it nearly killed me a couple of times because I took the Diamond, the DA40, and the motor on that airplane, it's respectable, it's okay, but it's not as cool as the motor on this one. I mean, the turbo on this one makes flying a lot better. We're going to take off with one notch of flaps, and then we're going to be departing to the east. Our altitude that we want to get to is 7,500 for me. Max altitude, flight level 200. Yeah, you don't want to go that high in that one anyways. Also, if you're going to be at the flight levels, anything above 18, you have to file an IFR flight plan. And you could file probably a direct IFR flight plan, but now you're talking about totally different rules than I'm flying. So Are you there? Not there yet? Yeah, you're gonna pass us. You're gonna be so fast. All right. Let's turn on our fuel pump. There we go. And let's get this party started, ladies and gentlemen. Officially, this is the time. This is the beginning of Sim Mr. Egan's Adventure 2, Tierra del Fuego. Yee-hee, let's go. Ilopango traffic, November 72. Mike Echo taking off runway 33, departure to the east. Ilopango. There we go. Airspeed is alive. We're at 50 knots, 60 knots. We can rotate. There we go. We are off the ground, feet on the brakes, and the gear comes up. And we're going to be climbing at around 70 knots. There we go. This is still runway heading. Oh yeah, that airplane's a lot lighter. Yeah, this thing is super light. This is the part where bajas todos los santos. Nah, man, this is easy. This is the easy part. Ilopango traffic, November 72, Mike Echo, 2,900 feet. Turning right for a departure to the east. Last call, Ilopango. There we go. Bye-bye, Ilopango. Look at that. There's the lake over there. And yeah. And this is exactly what it looks like, by the way. Look at that, we're already at 3,500 feet. And look at this, this plane wants to climb. I think we're catching thermals, that's probably why we're climbing so fast. There's people flying over here. Tall man over there flying an A21N. And we're going to turn a little bit that way. That's the San Vicente volcano over there. Gonna go ahead and set this here, right around here pretty much. Sorry about that. Alright, and we're gonna turn this on and on. And now the plane, what happened? It's not turning on. Autopilot should be following this thing here. Let's see if it does, if it captures it. Heading bug. And nope, didn't capture it. We're taking the autopilot off. That was weird. go ahead and fly this by hand. See? Why isn't it capturing? Yeah, now it should capture. There we go. $6,000 feet. Ooh, bumps. A couple of bumps there. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. Ilopango Lake, looking beautiful and majestic. Yeah, there are a lot of thermals in this part of El Salvador. Like the whole coast over there. This bump here, it doesn't exist. It's actually the other airport, the international airport. And when you get closer to it, it actually renders it really nice. But when you're far away, it shows up like little mountains for some reason. Oh, look at that. We're right on the money now, so we can turn. We're going to turn here. Okay, the autopilot is working now. It's awesome. There, I think we can make it follow the magenta line automatically for us. There we go. And it will compensate for any winds that may be blowing us off course. Look, we're at 7,500, which is our desired cruising altitude. So we're going to go ahead and level off, that is. And we're going to go ahead and lower our RPMs to a cruise configuration. And we shall also set this down to around here. And we will lower our trim here. Trim. Why is it? There's something weird in my autopilot. Autopilot does not want to collaborate with us heading on. But it's a short flight, so it's no problem. If it doesn't want to collaborate, I can always do it by hand. Let's see. Let's get our mixture leaned. Okay, peak is around here, so we're going to leave it right around there. You'll find that most of the fighting that you're going to be doing with the airplane is against the thermals, pretty much. Like it'll want to climb more than it's supposed to climb. So you're going to be constantly trimming the plane down. Trimming down constantly. Alright, we're doing 116 knots. That could also mean we have a headwind. So. Should start to pick up some speed. Not headwind, right? Yeah. On the jet, you won't notice it, but on this thing, it'll be notorious. Are. Even with rudder trim, it's not trying to hold. Woohoo. Here we go. On our way to Honduras. You're trying to keep as slow as possible. Well, that would be a great opportunity to learn another airplane. I mean, let's see, what airplane would I suggest you fly that is easy to fly and fun? Would be the Diamond DA-40 would be easy and fun. For this part of the flight is fantastic because it's not very demanding on the airplane and the airplane can handle it. Once we get to the Andes Mountains, then the DA-40 is not a good choice because it can't climb that high. You know, we'll be flying in mountains and mountain ranges that are higher than the service ceiling of the airplane, right? So then I would suggest you fly like a Bonanza maybe, or a twin, you know, a Baron would be a really good choice. Oh, it's a good place to practice, and they are super easy. If you can fly the Honda Jet, you can fly the DA-40 easy. The avionics are very similar, and it's an easier airplane to fly. Now, because Toncontin is such a difficult and downright dangerous airport, Honduras has been, well, they inaugurated a new airport, which is in a much better area. It's called Palmerola International, and it's a ways off. It's quite a distance from the city. Like, I think like maybe 40 miles away from the city. I think like you land at Palmerola, you still have to drive for a bit to get to for an hour maybe, just to get back to the city. But it's a much bigger airport. It is easier to get to. It's in a valley, and the runway is a lot larger. And that is what they are turning into the premier international airport of Honduras. Yeah, it's a pain for commuting, I know. So I'm thinking is we'll land at Toncontin, which is like the super difficult airport to land in. And then we can go ahead and take off from there and go to the new one, to Palmerola International, which is not that far away. It's only going to take us maybe 10 minutes to get there. And we can land there and we can see the big difference. You can see the difference of the airports. I know, me too. I want to pick up the doggy. I don't want to fly without my doggy. The dog. My emotional support dog. Okay. Let's do this now. Oh. Why isn't it picking that? Why is it auto trimming? It should not be auto trimming. Oh, I think I know why it's auto trimming. My autopilot is acting weird. I guess that's part of the reason why I chose short hops, right? Look, it's not letting me climb. It's trimming by itself. It's not supposed to do that. Alright, no autopilot. I'll do it by hand. I'll fly it by hand. Good thing we chose short hops. Short hops, short hops. We're only 80 miles away from our destination, so we'll have to hand fly it. And see, the trim wheel should not be moving unless I move it. Okay, I move it, I move it. Cool. But it should not be trimming by itself. Doesn't it? I know. Autopilot fights me. That's why your skills on you know, you gotta have good skills. Stick and rudder has to be good. And on this airplane, we even have a rudder trim, so that's pretty cool. We can actually trim. But we want to keep it 79, 79. That's awesome. We're right on the money. And we're at 7,500. And that's just by trimming. Now we're moving off too much, so we trim that way. We're still moving that way. There we go. 81. The spirit of Hal? No, no, no. It's the AI, I tell you. The AI is trying to kill us. It's all ChatGPT's fault. Oh. That's why flying by hand is the best way to go. Exactly. Exactly like that, sure. That's what we got a wind. Gust of wind blew us over to the side there. And let's trim down, trim down. I don't want to climb that much. That was a big gust of wind that blew us over to the side there. She is a beautiful airplane though, isn't she? Look at that. Is lovely, just lovely. I know, and I'm going super slow. I mean, I'm barely chugging along here. There you are in the background. I'm amazed that a jet will fly at this speed. Let's see if I can add a little bit of juice here to the plane and get us there a little quicker. Look at the terrain out here. I mean, Honduras is... I think this is already Honduras. Actually, I'm not sure. Let me check. Oh, nope. This is still El Salvador, not Honduras. Ah! Turn, 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 turn. Yeah, it's nice. It's very hilly, very mountainous area, mountainous terrain, a lot of volcanoes. Also very bumpy because of the mountains. It makes it bumpier also. Yeah. There's a Charlie 172 up above, Cessna 172. Ahead of us. Wonder how far ahead he is. Oh no, he's over here at the airport. Now it is kind of a loud airplane now. There's a lot of noise. So yeah, that's a negative from this airplane. But there is a thing we can do, and we can put headphones on, and that'll kill the noise. If it's too loud, we can always lower the noise like this. Ha! We can pretend we put headphones on, and that lowers the drone, the droning of the motors. Or we can, there. If you do want to hear a little bit, right, what's going on, we don't want it to be completely silent, because that is no fun either. But not so loud that it's giving us a headache, you know. Check it out. We are at 7,000 feet and we're only at 60 degrees. So it's a little chilly, you know. It's not like super cold. It's just okay. And but we can turn. I think we got heater. We can put the heater on a little bit here. This airplane does not give us the inside air temperature, which would be awesome though. You know, like that the black square Bonanza that we were flying a couple of days ago. That one actually has a little thermometer that tells you how hot or cold it is inside the cabin. So that gives you, as the pilot, one more thing to worry about. One more thing to try to control. It's like a mini game inside of the game. Keeping people nice and comfortable. But we're flying to South America in what for them is their summer. So I think getting too cold is not going to be a problem. Yeah, I like that too. I like that too. I was flying, I bought the Baron as well because it was on discount for Black Friday. And the Baron is just as cool as the Bonanza, except it flies a lot faster. Super fast. And but inside it's pretty much the same thing. You just have two of everything, right? Two motors to worry about. It flies really, really nice. It's, I think the Bonanza, the Black Square Bonanza and the Cessna 310 are perhaps the coolest airplanes, twin engine airplanes in the game right now. They are really, really cool. Look, an E190, a 747-800. Woohoo! An extra. Who's flying the extra? Fridge and the Cat. Welcome aboard, Fridge and the Cat. Awesome. Look at that. Now those are cool aerobatic planes. The Extra 300. That is such a cool airplane. I saw one of those for real here at an air show they had here in El Salvador. It's this girl who was flying it, and she was amazing. There goes Fridge and the cat. Okay, we are halfway there. You're doing an Australia tour for virtual airlines in the Black Square Baron. Awesome. Yeah, the Black Square guys have really outdone themselves. I think those airplanes are so cool. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? 300 nautical mile. Yeah, that's a little too much. That is, I mean, even if you're doing 200 knots, that's still about an hour and a half, right, of just flying. Yeah, those are long flights. And if you just got the autopilot on, you're really not doing anything, right? You're just, you know, pilot monitoring at that point. Woo! Restream.io says that I've received 100 messages today on the chat. Awesome. Hey, thank you everybody for being such cool chatters. I appreciate it. So much fun. Really is. Because flying alone can sometimes be a little boring, but with you guys here talking, it is so much fun. Yeah, all you're doing is adjusting your cabin temperature. Right, those really long flights, all you do is adjust the cabin temperature. Rearrange the cushions in the back, right, for your guests. Ooh, the extras flying around there. Check it out. Formation flying. Oh, dude, that guy is awesome. Hey, Fridge and the Cat, are you in the chat, or are you just here flying around in Microsoft Flight Simulator? Would be awesome if you were in the chat. In the stream. You freaked out? Nah, I knew it was this dude. I'd seen him. He was like flying formation for a while. Guy's a pro. A pro! So, you know, the fact that the autopilot doesn't work is kind of a blessing in disguise, because it does make you be aware of what the airplane is doing. And hand flying it is, it's alright. It's alright. I am one with the plane. Look, 140 knots. Not bad, huh? 140 knots. Now we're cooking with oil. All right, let's look at Tegucigalpa. Yeah, for you it's like a half a notch, right? All right, here we are, halfway there. So now it's gonna get bumpy because we gotta cross these mountains, and these mountains are not that far below us, maybe 1,000 to 1,500 feet below us. Yeah, we're gonna have a headwind, and when we pass these mountains, it's gonna be updrafts. So we just gotta be prepared for them, because they will wanna toss us around a bit. Anyways, let's see. We are going here to Toncontin. Let's see the information here. The weather, 30.12 30.12. We got to put that in here. 1, 2. There we are. And the wind is 4 knots from 4 degrees. So that means that the runway we should probably take is runway 2. So let's select runway 2. No, not here. This one. Runway 02, which is the tough runway. Runway 02 is a weird ass runway because the mountains are in the way. See, the mountains are right here. So we have to do a very short base, short final, and then land. So yeah, it's not going to be pretty. And these 5,000 feet mountains up here. And the airport is at 3,000 feet. So yeah, from here to here we got to drop 2,000 feet and then do a very short base and short final. Oh yeah, for you it's, yeah, that's the 40-degree turn for airliners that the video mentioned. Here, check this out. This is awesome. Let's look at the charts for the approaches for runway 2. This is the RNP. Look at this chart, man. You start here at Melville. Hey, there's Fridge the Cat again. Hold on. Fridge the Cat! You changed airplanes? Wow, he changed airplanes. Cool. Anyways, check this out. You have to do this thing here. Go through these mountain passes right here. Meanwhile, descending like crazy, descending like fast, low. Then you get to here. And check out this turn you have to do on an airliner. It's 45-degree turn to get in here. That is insane. That is insane. I think my model matching is what makes him look in different airplanes. I got way off track because I was looking at the map. Looking at the navigraph. Bank angle, bank angle. Yeah, that's, yeah, the plane is going to be complaining the whole way down, I betcha. Woo! Fridge and a cat, there he goes. Well, when you're streaming, you know, you gotta be ready for pilots who want to be in the shot. But that's okay. I want to put them in a shot. I think it's cool. I think it's awesome that people want to be flying along. No, the thing is I don't have an autopilot, so I've been, whoo, look at that, Fridge and a cat. I don't have an autopilot, so when I was looking at the navigraph, I let the plane drift, and we drifted out of, yeah, we drifted to the right. Now I'm trying to get back on track. Awesome. I wonder why it shows up on my computer as a DC3. A C-160. What is that? Is that a military airplane? A C-160? Let's see. C-160 airplane. Oh yeah, it's a huge, huge airplane. Military. One of those big cargo airplanes. But I don't have it on my simulator, so it doesn't show up. That's why my computer is struggling to show it, render it as anything, because it doesn't have the right model for it. So now it's a jet. Well, model matching has always been an issue with Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yeah, it's a huge, huge airplane. And that guy is doing acrobatics with it. So there you go. Let's go ahead and switch tanks. Alright. Fuel tanks have been switched. We're now on the right tank. The fullest tank is the one we're going to use to land when we get there. We're 28 miles away. And we're still passing through these mountains here. So we're going to be staying at 7,500 for now. And as soon as we pass over the mountains, we're going to see the airport. And we're going to go ahead and land on runway 2. There goes cat in the fridge. What's his name? Fridge in the cat. Fridge in the cat. See the updrafts pushing us up. As soon as we get over close to the mountains, we start getting pushed up by the wind. Look at those nice mountains out there, yeah? Mountain ranges of Honduras. Now we're gonna start. Easy, easy, easy. Trim up a bit. Alright, ride. We're gonna ride this thermal up to 7,500. No, didn't have that much power, did it? There we go. Caught it again. What's the dial thingy next to the sun visor? This one over here? This is a thermometer. And the probe part is on the outside of the glass, and that's where it's getting the air temperature. And you just see it here on the inside. It's very similar to one of those thermometers that you use for cooking, right? Where you have the probe on the other side, right? You stick it in the turkey or the meat. Except on this side, on this airplane, the probe sticks out of the windshield there to tell you the air temperature outside. Yep, exactly. And you use this information and your altitude, and you put it into this dial here, and it gives you the your true airspeed, right? In our case, since we have a GPS, I'm using the ground speed because that is more precise than the true airspeed. And for navigation purposes, we only use indicated airspeeds, like if air traffic control tells us to go faster or slower or whatever. We only need indicated airspeed. So I hardly ever change this. But there's a configuration on this airplane where you can take this off and put radios here. And in that configuration, this becomes useful because then, you know, you need to know how fast you're going, right? And then this becomes a lot more useful for that, yeah. Another thing that this is useful for is knowing when you need to turn your pitot heat on, right? So if your pitot heat is, if it's below 0 degrees or close to 0 degrees, then it's a good idea to have your pitot heat on because you don't want that sucker freezing on you. And then you have no airspeed indication. Yeah, some people love it. Some people who are like super into VOR navigation, they just use that configuration alone. Once we land, I can turn it on for you and you can see what it looks like, but it's pretty cool. You just have radios. It looks like the Cessna 152 that comes in the game. It looks exactly like that. Just has the 2 VOR radios and that's it. I think it always, yeah, it has 2 comm radios and 2 nav radios. There's another configuration where you can put a GNS 750 here, which is a touchscreen GPS. Ooh, getting blown away by the wind there. Sorry. So that one is cool. It's very, very cool. But I wanted to do this semi-vintage looking, and that one looks too slick for this trip all the way down to South America, all the way down to Tierra del Fuego. And I think this is enough. This will get us there safely. Give us all the nice creature comforts that we require without any of the fancy stuff. And this costs like 50% less than the GNS 750. Like, you could get these used and they'll be a lot cheaper. Check it out. There's the airport. Can you see it? It's right over here. Straight ahead. So we're gonna descend here and then do the dogleg thing around. And so for that, we need to start descending like now. So I'm gonna go ahead and start descending. The airport is at 3,300 feet. So I'm gonna descend to 4,300, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and give an announcement on the radio. Don't continue traffic November 72 Mike Echo type arrow 10 miles to the west inbound for base leg on runway 2. Full stop, don't continue. Alright. There we go. That looks nice. We're going to turn our landing lights on. We are not going to drop like a rock, so I'm going to adjust our trim a bit. We're going to follow Mr. Fridge the cat down there and that little maneuver that he did to get down there. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Woo-hoo. There's a bunch of planes over there. We're having a plane party. That's just plain silly. You don't have a plane party at this airport kill you. There it is. We're gonna have to do a very steep, in our case, 90-degree turn, right? 90-degree turn onto a very short final. And we're going to go ahead and drop gear. That'll help slow us down. Gear is down. And just as foretold, we are now slowing down. And I'm going to turn head tracking on because that is going to help us look at the field, keep the field in sight. We're going to turn our fuel pump on, low. Is that high or low? I think that's high. This is low. There we go. Don't continue traffic November 72 Mike Echo on base runway 2 and entering short final runway 2 full stop. Don't continue. And this is the cool thing about having mechanical flaps is we can put them all out there. And trim it up. Look at these hills. I mean, they're right in the way. And these houses here. We overshot it, but that's okay. Flaps are fully deployed. And look at, even this part is scary. Like, it's right in the path of the thing. There are these trees. And we are on final. So we just all right, guys, welcome to Honduras. We're gonna ride it out to the end just to save our brakes. Don't continue traffic, November 7-2, Mike Echo is clear of the runway. Don't continue. Welcome to Toncontin, guys. This is the International Airport of Honduras. Here we are at 3,000 feet up in the air. There's a Honda Jet. This airport I bought, and as you can see, it is really nicely modeled. It looks just like the real thing. The little hangars there and everything. And Fridge and the cat is doing his thing over there. I think General Aviation is at the end. So we're going to go to General Aviation. Or is that military? I have no idea. I think it looks like GA. There's the tower. Here's a couple of GA airplanes parked around here, so I'm guessing this is GA. I'm pretty sure these guys aren't playing by the rules, so yeah, they're just spawning wherever they want. All right, I'm not gonna turn it off because I want to see where we landed, but I want to see the replay of our landing. But we should see your landing. So we're gonna go ahead and drone around to see how you do, to see how you fare on this crazy thing. Hello, Benz Virag, welcome aboard. It's a very light crosswind that I had. Not much. I don't see any windsocks here, so I can't tell you. Oh, there's a windsock. Yeah, there's no crosswind. There's a windsock over there, and it's not doing nothing. So here he comes. Light Dasher 360 coming in for a landing on one of the weirdest most scary airports in the world. With trees right there, and houses and trees and everything. Ooh, I think he overshot it. That C-130 is gonna get in the runway, so I would just land on top of him, squash him. He has not been hasn't been playing by the rules, so. No, not cordial at all. No, nope, nope. Let's see. Ooh, what was that? That was a weird noise. Something connected and disconnected. Some USB thing. That was strange. I hope it's not my microphone, is it? Nah, it's good. I can see it moving. Here he comes. Light dashing on the Honda Jet, landing on one of the shortest jet-capable runways in the world. Nice approach. Woo. Is your gear down? Because I'm not seeing a gear. Yeah, the gear was down. I just wasn't seeing it, I guess. Nice braking. Wow. Cool braking. Oh, I think I know what's going on. I have no power. That's what's going on. Can you guys still see me? Are we still connected? I have no power, guys. I think I'm gonna have to disconnect. If the power does not come back on, I'm gonna lose energy and then it's over. Well, in case the stream gets shut down because of a power outage, I just want to say thank you for being here with me today on the start of what has been the beginning of the Tierra del Fuego adventure. You can still see me. Yay! Yeah, there's no power here at the house. Thank you for coming along. You know what? Let's go ahead and leave on a high note and raid somebody. Let's see if I have enough. If I have enough time, we can raid Kando. Let's go and raid him. He's awesome. He's a great guy. Thank you for being here with me. And I'll see you again next Sunday when we continue the Tierra del Fuego adventure. Bye, guys. Take care. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys being here.